please check out azreveals.com and azreveals on social channels.
So here we are, July 31st, 2024, on our hunt for illegal products on Amazon. I noticed from a previous search, looks like Messi, of course, would be a prime target. Pretty much anyone big name is going to be a prime target. It's interesting right here. It seems like before we even get fully started, we're already with Hey Natch. Again, these searches, I've never done this search before, so I don't come into this prepared. Like I already know who my targets are. I already know what I'm looking at. I'm literally just doing it on the fly, and the point of that is to show just how easy it is to find. It's such a rampant misconduct that again, you don't even have to prepare, and you can find. I am immediately very suspicious that these are not like legit licensed things, but let's take a look. From Hey Natch, Dolly Parton, obviously like full-on photos here. Some of these are artistic, but these are like straight photos, right? YQ art poster. This is who the seller is. So I'm sure Dolly Parton or whoever manages her intellectual property rights, I'm sure they know about this. Shipping direct from China. This is stored in the United States Amazon warehouse, so there is no ability to say like, oh, it came right from China, they didn't know. Either way, to me, seems like a massive problem. But you know, all of these here too, generic. Our point wasn't even been up almost for a year, profiting illegally. Our point wasn't even here to go look at Dolly Parton. We were looking for Messi, but it just came up in the mix. Here's Messi. Hey Natch, showing logos and signatures and player names, likenesses, all that stuff. Yet YQ art poster, we already confirmed the seller's from China. Here. Ships from Amazon.com. Or excuse me, yeah, so this is stored in the United States again. So very easy to just go do a bin check and pull these and see that they're illegal and counterfeit and stuff, you know. Been doing it for almost a year. A whole bunch of other stuff here that's interesting. Let's go here. Messi. So these use the team logos, use the player, their signatures, everything, right? The brand name is Kukagi. This is, again, stored in the United States Amazon warehouse. The seller is from, well, it says from the U.S. I don't know. I try to be a little more nice, I guess, to my U.S. guys. Not even necessarily because this is always above board, but just because I don't. It looks maybe a little less obvious that they're doing something wrong. Not trying to play favoritism, but I don't know. Seems to me hard to believe that these are legit products. Maybe they are. I don't know. I just like to call out the more blatantly obvious ones that I can tell. These don't look like legit brands to me. This company pays to advertise to have this product position here. So for example, Funko, who makes this legit product, they have to take a little bit of a back seat while Amazon collects advertising dollars on this, and then Funko, the legitimate licensed product, has to wait over here. So maybe on a cell phone, when you're panning through, you know, vertically, this might come up first. Maybe this gets more views or gets peeked at because Amazon's collecting advertising dollars here, while the legitimate product is suppressed down a couple spots so they can collect that advertising fund money. This is who the brand name is here. Sold by these guys. This is where they're from. Profiting illegally for almost a year. There's the product identifier, etc. Not a hard search to do. Again, there's lots of bragging about how well they enforce intellectual property stuff on here. My experience in 10 years of selling, I mean, it couldn't be farther from the truth. I would say it's the most broken, messed up enforcement I've ever seen of anything. It's like a total joke. Looks like some, of course, legitimate Adidas products here. This, I don't know about this. I really am not sure on this one. Skysa. Looks suspicious, but I'm not sure. I'd say, yeah, pretty obvious suspicious. Again, coming Chinese product. Doesn't look like anything. Material, right? Material, Chinese characters is on a United States website. Come on. Stored in the Amazon warehouse. Sold more than 200 this past month. of this illegal product. Come on. Look at this rank. The lower the sales rank, the more popular, the more this product sells, etc. This has been out since 2022. So almost 2 years of profiting illegally off of this one product. We're doing one search for one athlete. Seeing that one makes me very suspicious of this product. Perhaps this is okay, I'm not sure. Gen GX. Nope. Nope. Definitely not. All these different Messi logo ones, right? From Gen GX. This ships straight from a foreign country. There you go. There's your seller, right? Ships within 7 to 8 days. Yeah, coming straight from China. How long has this been up? Doesn't show us. For some reason, it's not showing here how long this has been up. But anyways, obviously illegal. Right? Ranks number 11 in sport fan backpacks. Do you have any idea how much sales and like how many other sellers would die to have their product be number 1 in sports fan backpacks, and instead they have to compete against this? And if we're barely even going to go in here, but look at all these. I mean, I would bet almost my life that every single one of these is an illegal product. We only have so much time, right, to click in and look at these things. Right, I'm making 18-minute videos, and we're hardly even scratching the surface of the vastness of illegal products on here. Stored in the United States warehouse. All you gotta do is do a bin check. You can immediately find this. Very easy to do. This is who the seller. Tell me, when you follow soccer, do you know Foco, Fanatics, Nike, Adidas, right? Do you know this brand name? This seller, right? You know all about that, right? That's definitely a licensed, legitimate product. I mean, come on. Could not be more obvious. So of course people are going, why are you doing all this? Well, to be honest, I'm getting tired of doing all this. I wish I could say that I get off on this and enjoy doing this, or not at all. I'm so sick of doing this. I'd rather be focused on something else. I just fear that as all this starts to come out, that all this will just start to disappear and be whitewashed off of the site. So it's like the vastness and depth and extent of wrongdoing here. It's like you just want to make sure that like a little bit of it's caught. I mean, we're hardly even scratching the surface. And again, why do you want it caught? I don't know. You just want justice. You're just so tired of being a seller, having to be wronged in this way for a decade and just kind of like live in silence while you're effed over by, again here, brand name generic. So it just seems like they always get the wrong people, and they never get the right people. The people that are really doing flagrantly stuff at massive extent, that's never found. But the bots just comb all the little guys and the random 20th page products and take all that down and wreak havoc on small, honest, decent sellers like myself and so many others. Again, look at all this stuff here. How long would we have to spend clicking through all these? But I mean, looking at your brand names, etc. And again, for anyone that might, well, how do you know? Okay, so let's click on one of them. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The pattern is obviously there, but let's go ahead and look in. There you go. Bunch of rankings stored right here in the United States, easily to go check. Been doing it for over a year. Product identifier, etc. So obviously the legit brands, I don't know, Foco and Funko, whatever, are those probably made in China and other countries too? Of course they are, but it's like they have the permission, they have the licensing deals to make these products. It's not even a question that obviously all of these things I'm showing you do not. And they're all over the front page. I didn't even bother to do a search like Lionel Messi backpack or blanket or wall art or whatever. Just generic Lionel Messi. Like we just barely even started skimming the surface of what we could look up, right? And we're already probably 10 or 15 minutes into this video, and he's just one athlete, just one thing. I mean, what is this here? Maccabi. So I don't know this brand, but it looks to me like this is probably a legitimate brand. The fact that it's official, I'm going to assume it's legit, right? Never assume anything on here, but anyways, right? So it's like, but again, this person pays they pay to advertise. Let's just click on it. I'm not familiar with these Maccabis. Officially licensed. So I'm gonna assume that that's the truth, just because I'm not an expert on that area. Comes from Florida, Maccabi LLC. Everything looks pretty above board to me. So right, so we'll say this is a legitimate product. Good for them, right? Doing things the right way. So then now, above them though, they have to pay money. So Amazon collects advertising dollars. Again, someone might say, yeah, but this is a special advertising position with the video, whatever. Fair enough, but still, nonetheless, plenty of other people, again, with legit products are paying advertising dollars to Amazon, who keeps all of that, to try to position against, and then above them is this illegal product, and this illegal product, and this illegal product, and on and on and on. And this illegal backpack, right? And then here, again, this Funko, another legitimate product. If you're scrolling on a cell phone, you're scrolling for all of these. Well, Amazon collects advertising dollars on all of these before you ever actually get to the legitimate Funko product, right? And again, to some degree, as long as the fan or the customer gets these things and they're satisfied with it, like, does the customer get pissed off? I guess maybe not, right? Because they left these reviews for. But at the end of the day, like, it's still illegal. It's still wrong. It doesn't matter that the customer did or didn't like the product. It's just flat out illegal. Again, as I said, growing up, having been around different flea markets, so yeah, these things happen one time. People get raided, they go to jail, they pay up fines, etc. For illegal behavior like this. But somehow here it's different. Somehow, you get what I'm saying. This looks suspicious to me. All these different messy ones here. Yeah, this ships direct from China. Ships within 7 or 8 days from this seller here. There's your information. That's who's selling it, right? And this one hits home because you're like, it's back to school time. How many people are going to buy this, right? Back to school time. Doesn't say how long this has been in business. But then again, these sponsored products and stuff, right? I don't know, FOCO and these legitimate licensed products. Just they gotta compete and battle the position against all the blatantly illegal stuff. It's fun when they show you sales volumes, 50 plus bought this month, etc. Right? Just maddening. Again, here a legitimate product. This Topps soccer box. Again, not that necessarily everyone who searches for Messi wants this, but it's like, well, I mean, at least just keep only displaying the legitimate stuff, please. Composition book. Again, these things, right? They get the Prime badge. The Prime badge, meaning they're stored right here in the United States Amazon warehouse. From this brand name here, this is who it's sold by. That's the company. Been profiting illegally since November. So you got a mix of stuff that maybe, like any intellectual property, stuff is going to pop up in waves, right? And over time, so you got to constantly be policing if you're the rights holders. Obviously, there's some stuff that might be up for a few weeks before it gets caught, but in this case, that's not the case. A lot of this stuff has been up for years, as you've seen. Here you go, 200 plus times this has been bought the past month. This is the supposed brand name here. It's Amazon's Choice. Amazon's Choice. Sold by here. That's your seller. So again, I think we've all heard of like Temu and these other sites, right? I'm not going to sit there and act like I do or don't know if what they do is or isn't okay or whatever, but I think it's like when people come to Temu, they're kind of expecting probably like stuff like this, and they sort of know that. When people come to Amazon, I think people like to trust it, and like I said, what I just find more staggering is as more and more deals get signed, right? The NBA TV deal, the NFL TV deal, it's like, how can someone making those direct associations with the leagues get away with stuff like this? You know what I mean? Like, it's different if you're totally unaffiliated and not in the public limelight, like, hey, look at our partnerships, look at whatever, but you are, and then you're doing this in the same moment, and you're like, what? What planet are we living on? Since when is this okay? Since when? Like, it's just like a alternate reality. Looks like we got a license ball here. Seems like it. licensed. We'll assume that that's the case. Like I said, not gonna go picking on anything that I don't know. Hey, here we go. Maccabi, right? Again, if we're just searching Messi, we didn't even bother Messi toys, Messi shirts, Messi whatever, right? So Maccabi had to pay for their advertising spot here. So imagine you say, yeah, but this is a special spot where it shows the video, so of course they're going to pay for this premium spot. Fine, fair enough. But again, when they're not paying for a spot, just where do they organically rank, right? They're way down here. And you're like, but why? Because so much of what's above them is all fake, illegal, counterfeit, etc. So why should they have to accept that position way down there? It's not fair, you know? Yeah, this looks like maybe, I don't know. Like I said, when it's stuff that I don't know. I don't know if it is or isn't legit on some stuff, so whatever. No comment. At least these are like artistic, they're not straight up photos. Yeah, I don't know, this comes from Wyoming. I don't know, guys, on some of these. But again, like I said, you don't have to know a whole lot to be able to tell that a huge number of these are definitely not okay. I think, let's see this one. Messi keychain bought more than 50 times this month. Generic branded, yes, generic. So you just wonder, like, when does it end? I don't know. Maybe this one's okay. I don't know. At least we don't have like team logos and stuff, right? But it's just like when does it end in terms of more and more like sports leagues joining and partnering up with this company? Well, this type of stuff is going on at disgusting, like flagrant scale, and they don't know, they don't care. They don't. It's just, you don't even honestly recognize like the reality of some of this stuff sometimes.
Please check out azreveals.com and azreveals on social channels.